Hello and greetings. My name is Joseph Reedy. I am the proud principal of Mechanicsburg Area Senior High School. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to our freshman transition family message today. And I'd like to formally welcome the class of 2029. So traditionally, this presentation was known as Parent Coffee. Historically, we had this format located inside our building. And then about probably 8 years ago, we moved to a online version, a video format that we were able to get more viewers. And so this format does allow you to pause, to play back, to share with family members. And of course, we will have other in-person events throughout the school year that I'll share a little bit more later in this presentation, such as Back to School Night. So in today's presentation, this freshman transition video, we're going to share some information about what to expect in the coming weeks for your child. I bet it's amazing to see Wildcat class of 2029. It's rewarding to see your child up to this point of entering high school. Perhaps you feel daunted, perhaps you feel excited, nervous. All those emotions are absolutely meant to be, and we are honored and proud to welcome your child into high school. The highlights of this program, I will share some information about our freshman orientation, known as MASH Link Crew. That's going to occur this Thursday, August 14th, from 8 o'clock a.m. until 1:45 p.m. And we'll share some information about our dismissal procedures for that, as well as what your child can expect. This video also, we highlight Crew Period, our Day 6 and IE period programming. And just to help set the stage for the next 4 years at high school, I'll share some information about academics, social life, and career focus that we set the stage for early on, and as it has before high school for your child for the next 4 years here at MASH. First, I want to show you some pictures of our building. We have been under construction over the last several years, and it is an honor to see the community support for this building. It was resurrected originally in the late 1960s and has had various forms to it, and the front of the building has changed, as well as all the insides of the building have been touched some way or another with this renovation project. And so you'll get a chance to see some pictures of the inside, and at our Back to School Night in August, you'll have a chance to visit some of the areas of our building. But you'll get to see some pictures of our commons. If you're an alumni, you remember that the commons did include our school store at one point. It included a bank and other features. And you can see here the building looks beautiful on the inside of the heart of the building with our cafeteria and our auditorium area. And so our student store you cannot see in this picture, but that is in development, and we look to have that open at the beginning of the school year. All around the building, as I shared, has been touched by the renovation project. This is the gym lobby, and all around the building you can see evidence of tradition, pride, excellence. This is the site of the back student entrance by the student lot, where students do park their vehicles. This is the site of much of our 11th and 12th grade programming, known as the New Wing Cafe, and you'll get a chance to see this part of the building when you do visit at some point. This is the productions commons upstairs of the New Wing. A lot of our upper level classes are held out here, as well as specific engineering courses. This is just a look of the inside of a classroom in the New Wing. Our classrooms are outfitted with plenty of seating and new furnishings, so we can make sure that your students feel comfortable as they learn. This is a picture of our MASH gymnasium, where we'll have freshman orientation held in here. We have pep rallies and, of course, many athletic competitions throughout the school year for your child to enjoy. In our MASH Student Plaza, this time last year, this was under construction in the back. And so this is one way that our students can enter the building during a school day if they have an older sibling that drives. And later on in this presentation, I'll show you a map of where parent drop-off takes place, where busing the ramp is located and where students can generally enter the building. So I'll show you a map of those features. And this, of course, the Wildcat Activity Center, which maybe you've seen over the years. This was one of the first features of our construction project that was completed right before the pandemic time frame. And you'll get to meet us throughout the school year. There's different events. We love to attend athletics and extracurricular events. But I am joined by Mrs. Roberts, Mr. Marker, and Mrs. Mefford as our assistant principals. Mrs. Mefford is the assistant principal for 9th grade students, and Mr. Pahanik is our athletic director. Your child will meet our team at the beginnings of the school year at our opening day assemblies, and of course during freshman orientation on August 14th. Our counseling team is organized by Alpha, and so Mrs. Krompka has students A through D, last names A through D, Mrs. Ecker, E through K, Mr. Covert, L through R, and Miss Galbraith, S through Z. Mrs. Maurer is our social worker, and Miss Gaffney works in our school counseling center as our secretary. And we have many staff, more than 120 strong in our high school. And your child will get a chance over the 4 years to meet them. And we're excited also for our students to meet our student service counselors and social worker on opening day. And of course, our service animal for our high school, Andre, who we also look forward to your child meeting throughout their school year. So let's get into the presentation a bit. First, I want to speak to the transition that has already taken place with our rising 9th graders. And then we'll head into some other aspects of our program, including academics and academic life here at the high school. The transition process for high school starts well into middle school for your child. We're very proud of our program at the middle school. The teachers and staff work very hard to prepare your child for high school and, of course, beyond. But really probably around winter of last school year, when you maybe have received my video message and other communication, and when we sent our counselors down to the middle school to look a little bit about course registration and the schedule ahead, is really when high school transition probably started to feel real for your child and for also you. And so we try to gradually get information to your child throughout the summer. We send home a preliminary schedule that just had some courses without teacher names on it, but just gave a little bit of a look into the schedule that your child requested in terms of courses. And the hope is always that they get most of what they request. And if not, the counselors have conversations with students throughout their high school experience as they continue to shape what they would like. Your child will get their schedule at freshman orientation, and they will simulate their schedule. So the day on Thursday, August 14th, looks a little like this here. This is our group known as the Link Crew. Link Crew is an international organization that a lot of schools have partnered with. MASH has partnered with Link Crew. This is our first year. And we are very excited. The concept of Link Crew is that our staff and students, we have about 104 students, juniors and seniors, who will be the group leaders for your child. And that will continue throughout their freshman year. And actually, early this week, the Link Crew student leaders will be touching base with your child just to get them check in, get to know their name, and introduce themselves as they work together in the orientation day. But the whole experience is built on connection. It's built on orienteering your child to have a successful high school experience at MASH, and that relationship will continue throughout this school year. We do have a strong group of staff Link Crew members who provide leadership to the student leaders. And we hope that in turn, our freshman students who have experienced Link Crew throughout their school year will then become our next leaders that can lead the way and show rising freshmen and years to come what it means to be a Wildcat at high school. So freshmen will arrive on Thursday between 7:45 and 8 o'clock a.m. The doors open at 7:45. The entrance is at Broad Street, so I'll show you a map of where you can drop your child off. And then as soon as your child gets to our high school in the front doors, we will direct them to the main gym. And that's where the fun will begin. Around 8:05 to 11:15, Link Crew activities will take place in the gym as well as in small groups around the building and classrooms. 11:15 to 11:30, our tours, students will be providing tours to your child in their Link Crew squads so they can get to know the building and know where the cafeteria is, the library, the nurse, all the happening places so they can get oriented to their building. We will end the morning before our afternoon activities in the gym. And then from there, we're going to have lunch for the students. This is a free lunch, as I indicated in the summer communication to you. It is going to take place in the cafeteria. And of course, if your child prefers not to eat school food that day, they can absolutely bring food themselves. We just don't have refrigeration available. And it is at the time during this lunch that they'll also get their schedule to be picked up. And we will simulate their day one schedule. We have 6 cycle days, and so they'll follow their day one schedule. And they'll get to meet their teachers and their classmates just for about 10 minutes. So we have, as I'll show you later, 4 main blocks, 4 periods of the day. And that's where they'll get to know their teacher, what to expect just a little bit, but get excited for the first day of school. We will end things at 1:45 with announcements. And so really, as I'll show in the map in a little bit, the dismissal process, I would expect, we have the 9th grade class. There's nearly 400 or so students. And so you'll get, so we'll dismiss them accordingly. And so just be patient. I appreciate your patience as your child is released and gets picked up. And so I'll share a little bit later and a reminder throughout this week about dismissal operations. But that's the schedule for the day. So go look at the map of the campus. You'll notice, and the whole point of orientation 2 is also just to give practice to drop-offs and pickups. This is the Broad Street entrance that we'd like you to drop off your child. This is no adults will be attending the orientation, but this is where you drop off your child. We do recommend, if you want to arrive earlier than 7:45 to drop off your child, you can certainly do that. Doors open at 7:45, but we always say in drop off, even throughout the school year, you're going to want to enter. Please drive slowly. We have a couple crosswalks. Be careful of students walking into school that day. We do have a lot of walkers downtown here. And if you have your car, you want to pull up all the way to the front stop sign. That allows as much room as possible for cars to park and to drop off their children. So please follow those procedures. Drop off pick up will be the same pattern. We'll have obviously more students being released around the same time after 1:45. So just please be precautious. Drive slowly on campus. And we'll share some reminders to your students also this week. Okay, and I'll show this map a little bit later as we talk about procedures and operations of pickup and drop-off. All right, so some information here to follow is a little bit of the lay of the land that houses our academic program. And this is our bell schedule here at MASH for this school year. We operate on a 6-day cycle, as well as every other building in the district. Cycle days 1 through 5 have this bell sequence here. We run on a block period. Your child will learn as an adjustment to high school. But block period is, we've been a number of years into this, allows our students to get a deeper dive into the learning that they have. We have 2 semesters. Your child gets a chance to have more diversity in their course offerings. There's a variety of opportunities for progression within a school year on this model. But certainly with having an 85-minute block, we have found over the years that your child has a deeper dive, can find deeper connections, make meaning a little bit faster than a smaller bell schedule, smaller period. And so lunch period, it takes place during third block. And we also have IE period, which I'll talk a little bit about later and what the purpose of that is. Cycle day 6 is much different than the rest of the other cycle days, in that period 5 and 6 are the longer block periods. And then periods 1, 2, 3, and 4 are what we call skinnies that operate in 40 minutes. And so activities on those cycle days look a little bit different for periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then periods 5 and 6 I'll explain later about programming that takes place during those times. Here are some other schedules that we do follow. We have crew period throughout the school year, about twice a month. We'll talk later about what that is. And of course our 2-hour delay schedules for days 1 through 5 and 6. These bell schedules are shared with your child throughout the school year. We have monthly emails to students and weekly emails to our parents. So biggest ideas for mass transition, during the first few weeks of school, your children are really going to learn about classroom expectations. Ideally the first 2 days of school this will take place. Personal responsibility is a major skill that your child has been developing over the years of their schooling. But the high school experience is a little bit different. The students will have more and more responsibilities as they go on throughout high school that involve activities outside of high school, like part-time employment, athletics, extracurriculars. Their relationships will deepen with others, and really overall the coursework and what's expected responsibility does rise in high school. Time management is another skill that your children will continue to develop at MASH. We offer different lessons in crew period and also within courses such as career development and our other courses that do teach students how to manage their time properly. We believe that an 85-minute block period allows students to see how to manage their learning, and our teachers plan accordingly to get the most maximized learning experience for children during that time. There's also emphasis in the transition to relationship building with teachers and peers. Crew period is a focal point for our staff to get to know your child throughout their time at MASH, and also to get to know their crew groups. And several opportunities every single year exist for students to get to know their classmates around the building. Throughout the year, you'll hear information about Third in the Berg, Cultural Heritage Day, pep rallies, all sorts of special high school events that allow them to get to know each other. Healthy decision making, as well as planning for life post-MASH, are two other transitional skill sets that your child will learn, that those are some aspects of high school life that are really important that we hope to make an impact on your child. We have a mantra at MASH, Wildcats Roar, and the skill sets throughout your children's education throughout our district. We have CATS Code that exists, and then the transition to the high school, we have Wildcats Roar. So responsibility, overcoming challenges, attitude and approach, and reinforcing safety become the major skill sets that we weave into their learning throughout the school year, teaching freshmen as well as our other students how these skills look in the cafeteria, the bus, the hallways, the bathrooms, classrooms, virtual environments. And so known as PBIS, this is a system of positive school culture of reinforcing these expectations throughout the school year that also will bleed into other non-high school experiences. So I mentioned Crew before. Crew is held about twice a month. The groups are about 15 or so students and are led by a professional staff member that they may or may not have on their course regimen throughout the 4 years. Sometimes they do. It is grade specific, so your child will be grouped with other ninth graders. They focus on transition needs, such as effective habits, such as putting things first, sharpening your saw, so to speak, taking care of yourself, staying organized, things of that nature. There's a career exploration emphasis. We have grade level meetings that take place, and we have probably about 15 or so of crew periods throughout the school year meant to deliver this experience. Okay, so graduation requirements. I wanted to just share a snapshot of what's required of your child in order to receive their diploma. And it's hard to believe that 4 years does go fast. And soon enough, it will be May or June of 2029, and your child excitedly will receive their diploma. So how do we get there? Let's work backwards. So we have, as of today, we have 26 course credits that your child will work to achieve and earn throughout their time at the high school. You can see the breakdown of the 26 credits here: 4 in English, 3 in math, 3 in science, 3 in social studies, 2 credits of art and or humanities, 2 credits of physical education, 1/2 credit of health, and then 8 credits in the elective areas, including a 1/2 a credit for grad project. And so in a few months, likely in November, December, January timeframe, is when we pick up the conversation again about course registration, and your child will prepare for what they will take their 10th grade year and get a chance to recalibrate or to further enhance what they want to do in high school. Graduation project, it's known as Project Dreams. This experience helps your child delve a little bit into what they believe they may want to pursue after high school. The way that we frame out this experience is to help your child their 9th grade year in career development think about some major global challenges that they feel passionate about, and then they work backwards to think about what skill sets or areas of employment or sectors or pathways might address that reality. And then they think about certain jobs that they might want to shadow, different people and places that they could possibly partner with for a job shadow day. And we do walk them through that experience. We always say that in our 3 graduation project job shadows, 1 per school year, to help them refine and or perhaps exclude what they might want to do. They've experienced it and they see now that they don't want to do it. So this is a part of their graduation experience, and we walk them through how to do that throughout career development and other avenues throughout high school. And then there's the Keystone Exam proficiency in algebra, literature, biology. And Act 158 does allow some different pathways, and so there'll be more information about that aspect and how to work through that. But Keystone Exams, as we offer in those trigger courses of algebra, literature, and biology, typically take place 10th grade year. At some students, it's 9th grade with algebra. And if they don't meet proficiency in that model, there's other pathways that we will share a little bit more about later this school year. Course levels, you'll see on your child's schedule that our courses, many of them, are offered with a choice: level 1, 2, and 3. Level 1's our most challenging college prep experience, and there are sometimes 2 to 3 hours of test prep for this. There's homework associated with these courses, and then you could read the other courses. Level 2 is a little bit slower pace. Level 3 is more focused on skill-based and other ways to help students understand. The course schedule considerations. The goal for freshmen is to schedule 6 major courses. A major is a class that meets every cycle day. A minor meets certain cycle days. And minors are typically worth 1/2 a credit. In some cases, as you'll see later in our Day 6 courses, there are some that are worth 1/4 credit. Students must schedule health, PE, career development. So 9th grade students do have these on their schedule. They might be offered semester 1 or 2. Course selection should be in line with future interests, and that is a process that carries on throughout the school year. Students in our courses continuously think about the skills they're using and how to apply that to the real world. And no schedule changes once the school year starts. I did share this in my summer mailing to you. I know many of you have touched base already with counselors to make some adjustments and to inquire a little bit into their classes. But that's this reality does exist for many reasons. But we do say that by the first day of school, students are ready to go for their courses. And if there is a challenge that a student experiences, there to work through that with their counselor. And most of the time, it's an adjustment to the rhythm, routine, their habits of how to stay successful with their class. This is an overview of freshman schedules, and I'll show you a model of what semester 1 and 2 could look like for your child. But all ninth graders have health and PE. They have career development during the first semester, and then they have health the second semester. Career development obviously is placed in first semester because it focuses on the introduction of a graduation project and teaches them some major skill sets of how to find success during their high school experience and beyond into life. Your child will have English, American Studies, Earth, Space, Science, as well as a math that's determined by their 8th grade math placement. So Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, in some cases maybe trigonometry. Your child will likely also have some elective major options. Again, majors meet every cycle day. So many of our ninth grade students have opted in for a world language. We have French, Spanish, we have German. We also have computer, business and computer application courses, computer technology, tech ed classes, family consumer science courses, plenty of courses in fine arts and other core departments. This year we have expanded elective options, and we continue to do so at MASH as we help students explore passions that maybe they never knew they had, and also think a little bit about how these electives translate into real-life applications outside of the high school. I mentioned before that we have 6 cycle days. Day 6 has evolved over time, and it's going to continue to evolve at MASH well into your child's high school experience. I'll share more about that topic at a different time. But Day 6 exists to offer music ensemble classes during blocks 5 and 6 that do reduce conflicts with other courses in our schedule. It's also a time during period 5 for our CTC, our VOTEC program, to have PE. It's a time for minor course offerings to also take place. So a student may have a course that's offered on Day 6 that they wouldn't normally be able to get during their cycle days 1 through 5 because of another course. This year we've added 8 enrichment courses to Day 6. We had 1 last school year, Civil Rights Legacy, and this year we've added 7 more in addition to Civil Rights Legacy. I'll show you a list next. And this is an opportunity for all students 9 through 12 to take a course that in many ways is pass or fail, but it's a quarter credit, and it's meant to allow them to expand their interests in various fields. Day 6 also offers school programming that is that's unique, whether by assemblies or Cultural Heritage Day. We offer various things such as yearbook pictures, our extracurricular activity fair. All these take place during these times so we don't interfere with instructional time. And my most favorite aspect of Day 6 is the targeted supports for all of our learners that would normally not be able to take place during a school day. So this is where our case managers meet with students on their caseloads. Student services meets with students. We have academic help desks in the core subject areas for students to seek support from teachers. We have many interventions for academics that take place and behaviors. We have tutoring that takes place, as well as many opportunities for graduation credit recovery. Here's a listing of our current Day 6 enrichment courses. There is still time to sign up for enrichment class. If you're interested in any one of these classes on Day 6, you can read our course catalog on our website, but you can also reach out to your school counselor to request placement in one of the classes. And they are filling up. We do have some more spaces, though. We would love to have you in any one of these classes. And our intervention and enrichment period, known as IE, it's held from 2:45 to 3:15. The end of our school day is at 3:15, and so this is a time, days 1 through 4, where students report to a different academic class, so periods 1 through 4 respectively. And I'll show you an example on the coming slides of what that looks like. But on day 1, let's say your child has American Studies, During IE on day one, period one, they would have American Studies. If it's day 2 IE, they would see their second period class, and so on and so forth. And I'll show you an example next. Cycle days 5 and 6, students do attend some study halls at the end of the day. This is good for them to check in with what they need to finish that day, to seek support, and in the future we'll be offering clubs during this time window. IE period is meant for students in grades 9 through 11, and then some select seniors are also supposed to attend and are required to attend, but this is a grades 9 through 11 experience during IE at the end of the day. What to expect in IE period if your student does not have a study hall is academic review, one-on-one support. It's a time for assignment completion and also enrichment. No new instruction takes place, but it is a time to sort of get a double dose of coming back to your teacher, coming back to your group to complete some things before you head out for the day. So the next few slides here, I wanted to show you a sample of what a schedule would look like and could look like for a freshman student. You'll see here a major, American Studies, as well as Algebra 2 and Earth-Space Science meet every single cycle day. This student here has a minor course of PE that is offered once a cycle on day 1 here for this student. And then they have 2 study halls on days 2 and 3. They have career development on day 4, and then another study hall. Over their years at MASH, there are other opportunities to take that are not study halls, and counselors over the year, and as you look to 10th grade year, can explore different courses that are offered on a minor basis. But it is common for a freshman, if they're in career development and PE, to have a couple study halls, and that is on purpose. It's a chance to catch up on work. It's a chance to seek help. And you'll see here during our third block, we have 4 lunches, and this student in particular has class in room 211. All the classes in the second floor have second lunch. There are some variations of that, but during the first few days of school, first day, and obviously freshman orientation, we share with students how to know when they have lunch, and teachers will help with that as well. You'll see here an example of IE period. So on day 1, period 1, they have American Studies. On day 2, they have their study hall. On day 3, they have their algebra class. And day 4, during IE, they have their Earth-Space Science class. This is the first year we are trying out this process and method. We're going to learn the benefits of this and perhaps the drawbacks. And over the years at MASH, we'll continue to tinker and tweak what our schedule looks like to maximize learning. Day 6 is unique. This class, period 5, this student has selected sports analytics. That meets on period 5 on day 6. And then their skinnies of American Studies exist. It is unique of our day 6 schedule that there's rotations that occur. It usually takes about a good rotation or 2 for students to get the hang of this. But on rotation 1 of day 6, they will see their PE class. On the second rotation, or the second time we have day 6 in the school year, they will see their study hall. On the third rotation, they'll see their study hall in that time period. The fourth rotation is career development, and the fifth is study hall. It might seem a little bit confusing at first, but students get the hang of it after the first rotation, and we always explain things over the announcements in the morning to help them understand it. Period 6, they have a study hall as well as lunch, and then you can see the rest of their school day here. This is a look at a second semester schedule, same student. You'll see that one of the benefits of a block period is you have fewer classes to focus on at a given point. So this student here has Intro to Art, English 9, and Spanish, as well as a couple other minors here, but really we're not looking at a student having to balance and juggle 8 academic classes at once. They have fewer classes to focus in on. They go deeper in their learning, and we found much success as our alumni come back to us that have had block period to say of the opportunity that this gave them to learn. I wanted to show you just a map of our school here. Your child will get maps the beginnings of the school year, obviously, to orienteer themselves around campus. A lot of our upperclassmen have classes in the 300s and 400s. There are some classes that also meet out here that your ninth grade child will also be in. The reason we have organized our building this way is we try to reduce the amount of time that students are walking in the hallways between classes. There are many benefits to having fewer transitions during a school day, but most freshman students will likely have their classes in the 100s and 200s, with some students obviously going to the gym. Our art classes and tech ed classes are out this way in the 30s, and our music's in the core of the building. Final slides of information here. This is a picture of our campus. If your child takes a bus, the bus ramp is located in the back of the building. We have separated this way for really safety in mind, to organize and separate different flows of traffic. We have nearly 1,500 students in our building, and so we've tried to organize our flow in the best way. Students who drive park in this back lot. It is really crucial that if you are dropping off and picking up your child, that you do not go in the back student lots and wait for your child or park in the parking lot, but you rather follow our procedures in the front of the building by the main entrance. All right, so some last bits of information for you. Your child will learn a little bit about Cumberland Perry Area Vocational Tech School, also known as CTC. They'll learn more information about this opportunity into the fall and winter of their freshman year. And you'll also get some information about opportunities at our CTC program. Alternative Pathways to Graduation is more geared toward our seniors, but information is available on our course website and our course registration booklets about dual enrollment, internships. It's never too early to think a little bit about all the exciting opportunities that exists for our upperclassmen and our seniors. I talked a little bit about our career focus here at the high school through Project Dreams, our grad project and career development class that is taken by ninth graders and juniors. That also during our crew periods, but also mixed in throughout our experience at MASH. Your child will have certainly a focus on post-high school planning. Communication this year, you'll learn it's back to school night. We hope you attend that. That's going to be held the second week of school. But email with teachers is crucial, communication with them and them to you. Our MASH website, as well as our electronic notification system and our counselor are all main conduits of communication between the school and with home. Here's some common questions that parents and guardians ask. Can students carry backpacks? Yes, some students do. Some students have access to our day use lockers. We also have more permanent lockers, but there's not many textbooks given out anymore. Your child will receive their Chromebook on the first day of school here at MASH. And so that is backpack is a wise choice as students carry their chargers and their Chromebook and anything else like their agenda that they have. Students are not assigned lockers, however, they are available. We do have day use lockers that students can use for the day, but if they want something more substantial to keep and to lock their jackets or any materials, we do have information on how to sign up for a locker. Bus stop information is located on our website. I shared a little on the map about our parent drop-off and pickup procedures. The building opens each school day at 8 o'clock a.m. We do not open the door any time sooner than that, but classes begin at 8:20 sharp. The late bell is at 8:15. All buses are typically all in by 8:15, and it is really critical that all of our students are ready to go, ready to learn in their seats well prior to 8:20. And we'll share more information in the next few weeks about some other processes that connect to attendance. The school day is over at 3:15 for all of our students. Most of our seniors who are not eligible to have to be in IE period leave school at 2:45, or in many cases for seniors, they're only in the building a few different periods of the day. And if they're not in the building, they have another opportunity of credit, dual enrollment or college classes or co-op that they're involved with. Cell phones. We are on a journey at our school on cell phones. This school year, or at least this first semester, it is the expectation that students have, if they have a smart device, whether a watch or a smartphone, that they are turned off and away in all instructional time, all aspects of the building and instructional times on their class periods. Many teachers ask their students to place their phone in their backpack and then put their backpack away from them. You've probably seen in different regional schools and schools around the country that there's school-wide bans of smartphones. We are on that journey to understand where MASH should be on that spectrum, and you can expect more information to come over the weeks and months and into this year about where we'll eventually land on that. But we do hope to separate distraction from our students so they can focus in on their learning, and communication to students throughout the school day should be channeled through the main office if a parent needs their child. In the hallways and in the cafeteria, we do ask that students do monitor their use. Certainly in transitional times of the day, we do ask that students put their devices away and that their headphones are off so they can focus in on their surroundings and get to know the people around them. Your child will learn more about the fun extras, the additional experience of high school that makes it even more rewarding. So our music program, athletic program, clubs and organizations. We have many clubs and organizations, and eventually we'll have a extracurricular fair that will take place in the fall for your child to explore different opportunities for themselves. You can expect updates each Friday as soon as we get into the school year. That will be shared to you via our notification system. Updates include the schedule for the week ahead, includes important dates coming up, opportunities that you should be aware of, and that it is our primary way to share information with you. Final thoughts. We are so much looking forward to meeting your child at freshman orientation on August 14th. We ask that your child arrives at 7:45, no later than 8 o'clock. Our Sapphire portal will be active Thursday, August 14th at 6 p.m. That is when your child will see their teachers. They will have their schedule before that, of course, without teacher names, but we'll turn the portal on at that time. The reason for that timeline is because we were still in flux up until really the first day of school, up until really the 14th. Of new move-ins, class balancing, and so we don't want to have any confusion with students changing courses and getting different schedules, and so we turn it on at Thursday, August 14th, so students have the most accurate information as they start school. First day of school is August 19th. That is a Tuesday. Doors open at 8 a.m. and students must be in class by 8:20 a.m. That first week of school, we would encourage you to work with your child on good habits of sleep and diet. We always know that the transition from summer into the school year can be tough for our kiddos. If they're walkers, encourage them to start out early that day. For buses, please give them grace. Usually the first few days of any bus route, there's adjustments that take place. And so we do look forward to seeing everybody on the 14th of orientation, as well as first day of school on the 19th. Please set a reminder or a check-in with your back-to-school night. That is for semester 1. That's going to be August 26th at 7 p.m., and we'll have more information to follow prior to that event. And we best wishes as we embark together on this school year and the 4 years of high school together. It is an extreme honor of mine to be your child's principal here at MASH, and I belong to an outstanding team of staff and teachers that are very much excited to meet with your child and to have a successful school year ahead. Thank you so much for watching our presentation tonight, and I wish you all the best this school year.